8 pupils. Now, if the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education, that's KCPE, was to be held today, then your Class 8 candidates or the Class 8 candidates all across the counties will perform dismally, according to a report by the Kenya National Examination Council. Our recent research shows only 17 counties will post a mean grade of 50%. More disappointing is the ASAL counties are most affected. The worrying trend, KNEC says, is informed by the disruption of face-to-face learning due to COVID. Now, the examination body has since recommended the institutions of targeted intervention towards the provision of learning resources in public schools, especially in the most affected area, which is the ASAL areas.
Barely 2 months before the national examinations are administered, it has been revealed that Class 8 candidates are not prepared to sit for the national examinations. According to a report by the Kenya National Examinations Council, KNEC, only 17 counties of the 47 will post a mini score above 50%, with Nairobi leading, followed by Garissa, Mandera, Wajir, and Mombasa. The counties of Trans Nzoia, Bungoma, Samburu, Tana River, and Turkana will post dismal performance in that order. According to the report, learners in urban areas will outshine their rural counterparts, except in Kenya Sign Language. This, the report says, is informed by the fact that urban learners have more access to resources than their rural counterparts. In the specific examinable subjects, girls beat boys in languages where they attained 49.68%, while boys attained 49.04%. The performance wasn't any different in the English language, as the girls beat boys with a mini score of 48.29% against the boys' 44.2%. The boys, however, beat girls in mathematics and science, posting 45.39% and 44.39% against 59.24% and 56.49% for girls respectively. According to the report, majority of the assessed subjects, learners scored between 26% and 50%. Only science, CRE and IRE had performances between 51% and 75%. The trend isn't any better in grade 4 pupils. Poor scores have been recorded in reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills. The dismal performance has been attributed to the 10-month holiday that disrupted the face-to-face learning, and thus KNEC has proposed the institution of targeted intervention towards provision of learning resources in public schools, especially in ASAL areas. Education CS Professor George Magoha has, however, downplayed the findings of the report and defended learners, saying they have had inadequate time in school.
It's only 2 weeks after the reopening of grade 4, standard 8, and from 1, we assessed the children to know the level of loss. What beats me is why you should contextualize this to say it's like this test was done yesterday and these excellent children here are going to fail. Who has told you they are going to fail? They are not going to fail. Are you the one who is going to fail them?
Alan Ochanda, KTN News.
Right, Noah Kipkemboi will be here next with business, and he'll be telling you about a World Bank report. But don't forget that tonight I host former Gishugu Member of Parliament, Martha Karua. She has been fairly consistent in her anti-BBI or constitutional amendment crusade. She'll be speaking to me, and then later I'll speak to our regular contributors of Dr. Duncan Ojwang and Dr. Barak Muluka. That after the short break. Stay with us.